today they're calling JACURRI Brown the next Tate Martell. You know we got to talk about these new locker rooms. And the preseason top 25 came out. Where did our Canes last? We're going to talk about all that and more. But first, if you're rocking with you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on the video. First up, over the weekend, we got to see the new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson locker rooms. And boy, those things were nice. Nice seated padding, name and picture over the locker rooms. It was definitely dope to see the joy from all the players. And I feel like this is just part of the momentum that's being around the program. Just little positive things that are happening that are building the excitement and continuing this momentum until finally week 1 hits over. And then all the momentum has to be kept going with getting them W's, okay? So, new locker rooms, they look good. I'm happy for the players. Next up, the USA Today released their preseason top 25. And before I dive into where they have our Canes ranked and their opinion on where we are this preseason, I want to talk about what I think about the overall preseason rankings, what I think about preseason rankings. And I hate them. I hate preseason rankings. I hate Heisman favorites. I hate anything that judges a team before they have taking a snap on the field, because honestly, I think we all can look at a team and I don't know anything about how good that team's going to be. You don't know how good that team's going to be. USA Today don't know how good that team's going to be. So me, I hate the preseason rankings. If it was up to me, we would start preseason rankings and things like that after week 4. That way, we could actually look at some films and we can know what these teams are going to do. But I understand why they do it, because they want the TV ratings and because they want week 1 to be hyped. And they're going to rank teams where they ranked them. But let's talk about where they had our Canes coming in at number 17 in the top 25. And they said this about us: Mario Cristobal won't reverse Miami's direction from the start, though his focus on recruiting, development, and embrace of the program's long, dormant swagger seems like the perfect recipe for the Hurricanes. Quarterback Tyler Van Dyke is the face of the team after a superb freshman year, and rightfully so. Running back Jalen Knighton brings a threat on the ground, which is much needed to take the pressure off Van Dyke and can be a weapon in the passing game. Ultimately, the Hurricanes will contend for the conference championship game only if the pass rush and tackling is far better than 2021. So our Canes comes in at number 17. You guys let me know right now in the comments. I'll give you a couple seconds. Where will we finish the season ranked? Where will we finish the season ranked? Leave it right now in the comments, so then at the end of the season we can refer back to this video and see who was right and who was wrong. Now, speaking of being wrong, a lot of people think Gary Furman is wrong for what he posted today on Cane Sport. Here is what he said after watching JACURRI Brown. Based on what I'm seeing right now and what it's looking like is coming in recruiting, I don't think he ever plays quarterback here. He throws so erratic, even in the simplest of drills or throwing at a net. It's reminding me of the Tate Martell situation. Oh, Lord, don't say that name around here. Don't say that name around here. Not sure if he can be a receiver, but I think I would try that right now. He is very athletic. Now, Gary wasn't the only one. Matt, who's the managing editor on Cane Sport, added this. All out ad is I was disappointed to see that his technique issues from spring were not corrected this fall. He has all the ability in the world athletically and a strong, super strong arm, but he's launching balls so far over guys' heads all 3 days, missing entire nets, which, like Gary is saying, something I haven't seen in 20 years other than with Martell. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. But yeah, he's so young. Maybe he finds the answer to his mechanics at some point. Now, of course, social media did not like that. And social media went in. Here's my 3 thoughts on this situation. 1, Gary is just stating his opinion. Gary is just doing his job. Gary is just saying what he saw and giving his opinion. Now, the thing is, opinions aren't facts. So take that how you want it. His job is to be at practice, to watch, and then give updates. And that's the update he gave. My thought number 2 is Gary could be right. Because when you look at JACURRI, he may not play at Miami because he's in a tough spot. You know, most positions, running back, wide receivers, they're rotating. At quarterback, there's only one head honcho. And right now, that head honcho is TVD. Next up will be Jake. And by the time we get to JACURRI and his time coming up, you got Rashada right behind him, and no telling who else we're going to recruit. So the quarterback room is going to be getting better and better. A lot can change, but Gary could be right. My third thought is, although Gary could be right, it is way, and I mean it is way too early to be comparing somebody to Tate Martell and saying, and basically just writing them off, saying that we should just move them straight to wide receiver. To me, that's just crazy, him being a true freshman and haven't even had a chance to play a game yet, hasn't even had a chance to get a season underneath his belt and work with established coaches in Josh Gaddis and Frank Pons and Mario Cristobal. Oh! Like, what are you saying about our coaching staff? Do you not think our coaching staff can coach him up? And you're saying he's not going to improve? Well, that's on the player, but that's going to be on the coaches too, because it's the coach's job to get him right, or at least to get him to improve. But the bottom line is, let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes. Let's slow down. I understand Gary's doing his job, and I understand that Gary could be right because of the situation he's in, but I'm not down with writing this kid out like he's doing. Just saying, just moving the wide receiver, and then that's disrespectful to the wide receivers. So my thing is, he didn't, according to Gary, he hasn't improved as much from spring to fall. But give the man time. Let the man work, and let's see what he can do, because there's a lot of time left for this young man. He is a true freshman. So let's just not write him off just yet. And let's hope Frank and Mario and Josh and the coaches that we got can get him right. They compared that man to Tate Martell. They wild in the day.
Took an air read all in the backfield, safety blitz. Yeah, all of my soldiers they ride, reppin' that you. Hoping we run into you. Irvin catching the balls, Vilma get sacks. I had you hitting the fools like cheer, like cheer, like cheer. TJ Porter, Sapper, legend forever, legend forever.